Three, two, one. Welcome everyone back. Week 2 Valorant is kicking things off, but first let's recap Week 1's games and highlights between Division 1 and Division 2. Division 1 kicking off first, so between Westmont and Winber. We see Blaze here of Westmont trying to push in here, but Landon Randolph there is able to defend for Westmont, but that wasn't enough for Mr. Gary. Mr. Gary carrying the Ramblers to their first victory. 25 eliminations, 6 deaths, go along with 2 assists and 5 first bloods. Winber went on to win 13-0, again led by here Mr. Gary of the player of the game there between that matchup. Our second matchup was between Johnstown and Everett. Sacrifice, that's all you need to know. That's all you heard during this game. 23 eliminations, 8 deaths, 3 assists, 9 first bloods. He was running through the Everett Warriors here in their first matchup. Again, Division 1. Greater Johnstown went to win 13-0. Our third and final matchup for Division 1 featured a go-in between Penn Trafford and Greater Altoona CTC. M for the Warriors was going off 20 eliminations, 4 assists. As you're watching the highlights here, back and forth game as she tried to keep them into the game. But Claw could not get the kill on M there. As you can see, she was out-dueling, out-pacing there for the Warriors. But Greater Altoona CTC was able to, again, stay into the game, not get routed even though they were down early. As you see Bane here running through the Warriors. Bane had 23 eliminations, 11 assists, and 2 defuses, along with Claw, 20 eliminations, 10 assists, 2 plants for leading Greater Altoona CTC Division 1 to that 1-0 now record on the season. But Penn Trafford, again, a very good team, and they held in there and led the team. QRTR with 19 eliminations as well, 3 defuses. Their only game amongst Division 2 was between Greater Altoona CTC and Gateway, and Chungo started things off with an ace. Chungo alone had a 38 elimination, 4 assist game. You can see here doing everything with a sniper, out-dueling. He was the leader there for Greater Altoona CTC. And Gateway had Mr. O and C, I believe, here. 17 eliminations and 4 assists there for CM. Mr. O, 10 eliminations, 4 assists. It was to see Mr. O here right on cue, getting a couple kills here. leading Gateway back to it to at least a couple round wins, but Greater Altoona CTC was too much to handle, led by Chungo again, 38 eliminations, 13-4 Greater Altoona CTC. That's your Division 1, Division 2 Week 1 recap. Here, I'm Seth. I'm out.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the TEC High School Series Division 1. We're in week 2 this time, some more Valorant, and of course, the legend back on the booth with me, Mengo. How are we doing today?
Thank you. I'm super happy to be here, especially off the heels of week 1, such an intense gameplay. Like Mr. Gary, like, man, I can't wait to watch him play again, and I can't wait for today's matchup as well.
Yeah, well, do believe as you've seen the schedule there warming up to as we got into it, but Greater Altoona CTC is going to be our game number one versus Westmont Hilltop. Greater Altoona put the hurting on Penn Trafford last week. Westmont struggled a little bit in their series, so I'm kind of feeling Greater Altoona is going to look pretty strong here. Unfortunately, we did have a forfeit there in game number 2, Mango, but we will wrap it up there with Bishop Guilfoyle and Forest Hills, both which we haven't seen out on the field just yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen these two teams going up against each other. Man, judging from the players that we had already, I'm super excited to see what they're gonna bring up next. And yeah, come on, starting us today off with the champion, if I'm not mistaken, Greater Altoona, coming back at it again, and I can't wait to see them play. Especially last week, they started the game off really rocky, really rough. Like I thought Penn Trafford really had it, but then they flipped the switch. They just ran away with it and won the game after it.
Yeah, Westmont Hilltop certainly going to have a tough time here today. We can see those map picks down below as Altoona will select Ascent and be defending. Westmont Hilltop, of course, banning that Breeze on attack. And, I'm kind of, I didn't even realize Breeze and Bind were in that rotation as well, because I know kind of in competitive play they have been taken out.
Mm-hmm.
Ascent, a great map, but I'm really hoping we see a split at some point.
Yeah, I actually want to see a split as well. I don't think we've seen a split yet, right? Hot sauce,
No,
because like the newly revamped split, yeah, like we haven't seen it just yet. Ascend, a great, fantastic map that everybody knows and love, but yeah, I would love to see something other than Ascend or Haven.
Yeah, and I'm just getting in word here from the eye in the sky that those map picks may have been messed up there. So we'll work to get that sorted out. I know we do have some player stats we can take a look at here in the meantime. Oh, yeah, here they come up at the bottom there. So it does look like
Lotus.
Altoona back on Lotus. We have seen a lot of Lotus here, right? It is the new map. It tends to be popular. Westmont banning Haven, maybe a map they don't like as much, but still, that's 2 3-sided maps. So again, we saw Altoona perform very well here last week against that talented Penn Trafford team. I kind of expect to see the same.
Man, I kind of feel bad for Westmont Hilltop here. They banned Haven, a 3-sided map, and now they're having to play on Lotus, another 3-sided map. I'm not sure if it's like the plan of Altoona CTC, but I would love to see another Lotus map. The more the merrier, because yeah, it's a brand new map. There's so many more strategies being developed every single day, and the fights are always so intense, and the retakes, anything could happen. Even if it's a 1 versus 4 retake, like there's so many angles and so many like strategies you can use and utilize in that map, and it's super cool to see those like new strats. And not to mention, like we got new mechanics as well, like the door, like the breakable door, like the swingy door,
the revolving doors. Yeah,
the revolving door. Yeah, there's so many new mechanics, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, we always love a new map because we get to see new things. But with that being said, we will take a quick look at the player stats before we head into this first match. And as you can see, Grandoff, a player to watch, 12 limbs, 2 assists there in their first home opener. And we certainly remember saying Grandoff's name a lot, was really pulling a lot of that weight for Westmont Hilltop. Unfortunately, they did fall in their first week, so I'm sure they'll be just as hungry here in week number 2.
Yeah, they learned from their mistake and they're going to recoup for sure. And now taking a look at Bane on the side of Greater Altoona, you can see that he has 23 elimination. That's a lot of kills for someone to be putting up. Yeah, and 2 diffuses as well. Come on, this man can do everything.
Was that I can't remember. Was that the Cypher? I know that we had the Cypher who didn't die as well.
Yeah,
in one
also
of those matches.
on Lotus.
Okay, yeah, and it's just crazy to me, right? Because you see these high limbs, and typically it's more of your duelist or things like that. But we saw Cypher really being a huge asset here on Lotus, and not just holding those flanks, but finding the entry frags as well, really working with the team and the team's utility. So certainly excited to see what characters are picked here as we head to that select screen. Maybe a bit of a
We're playing Haven.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a word with these producers back here. I don't know if they're trying to make us look bad or what, Mango.
I think they just got the wrong map selected. I'm not so sure what just happened, but yeah, I think Haven is the map that is banned. We just got words from the guy up top, and I think it is the wrong map here, Hot Sauce.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're
I guess
absolutely
it's
right.
a case of the Mondays. It happens sometimes.
Yeah, Exactly. But yeah, what we mentioned before, like the cipher. Yeah, I don't really remember. It's a shame that I don't remember, but like there was one cipher on Lotus that he went the entire game without dropping a single death. They should really put the death stats in here because with players like that, like it's quite unique, you know, like playing the entire game with 0 death. And I remember he had such high kills as well.
Yeah, that might have been actually the Westmont Hilltop game where Winber played him. I think I can't remember for sure as well, but it was just crazy to see that. You know, we had a couple 13-0s last week as well, so I'm just interested to see how it plays out. Back on Lotus again, you mentioned they have the revolving doors. Obviously, 3 separate sites. There's 2 really long angles in the beginning, but other than that, just a ton of short angles. So we saw a lot of stingers. We even saw some judges right last time. So I think the biggest thing, though, the teams that were struggling economically and not buying together, do we see them fix that this week? You know, are they taking note? Are they watching the videos? Because I think out of all the failures that we saw throughout those games, that was the biggest takeaway that any of those teams struggling with that could have took home.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. We've seen them fall into that trap, you know, of they just kept buying round after round and not really saving as a team and then fully investing into the next round, and that could be a very, very big detriment to the team. And hopefully they can learn from their mistakes, like you said, and rebound and come out stronger than ever before. And I think we're still going with Haven here, Haughtsauce. So
yeah, it looks like maybe there was some issues with that banned map pick selection. Nonetheless, it does appear that we are on Haven.
Yeah, it is still a 3-sided map, so you know, we're not losing that much. And here we go, starting off the attack side. This is going to be really risky. As they... Oh, Randolph already opening us up with a first blood. Nice with a classic long range. All the way downtown, picking up that first blood already. They're still trying to make their way down to A side, and Claw returning with a kill onto Fisher. And what is that? Another quick headshot. 18 HP. He has the dash activated, and he's not backing up. He's still moving forward, using that dash. Oh, he might find another one here. And yes, he does, as Lottie finds another kill onto A side. All of a sudden, they managed to find their way and fight their way back here, Altoona.
Yeah, Grandoff, a beautiful opening kill. Unfortunately, nothing coming out of the way, and Grandoff, one of those names to watch. You know, fortunately for Greater Altoona, we saw Bane as a name to watch, but really you have to look out for Claw. As you see the Deagle Demon coming out with 3 headshots, you have to look out for Zloty. There's so many weapons on this team. Tony Zamboni tucked into the cubby, helps the ghost, but Zloty will send them packing. Round 1 will go to Greater Altoona CTC.
Yeah, with that great opening kill, I really thought that Westmont had a grip in that round, but all of a sudden, Claw just turned it around on them with great shots all around. And Zloty as well, like Claw. Sorry, not Claw, Randolph. Like, what was that, by the way? The headshots was insane.
Hey, I love some good classic work, so I love seeing that entry. Able to find 2. We saw Grandoff kind of carry in the previous week as well, so it's really important that his team works together here cohesively. Typically, this can be a good attacking map because there are 3 sites, so again, they just need to work together, settle down. Obviously, the pistol round can be tough. They're going to have to hang on one more time here, so generally, you lose that first round, you lose the second. We'll see if they can pull up something crazy.
Well, Westmont, they're going up against only pistols here. It looks like Altoona did not want to invest into this round. Both teams having pistol. Oh, Yoshi using that blind to come out. Randolph using the dash to get into safety. 21 HP left. He's going to fall back into this loving armor of his teammate. And Redfish finds another kill already as Snarf finally trades it back with the first kill onto Westmont Hilltop. But the danger is not over yet as Yoshi tries to push forward, and he will find Randolph. 3 versus 2 now. Westmont Hilltop fighting with a man disadvantage as Max trades it right back for a 1 versus 1.
Yeah, Yoshi had great situational awareness there to spray through that smoke, knowing that there could be somebody tucked into the cubby. Not the health in their favor, as X will take him out. And with that, look at that, Westmont answering back. I talked about typically when you win that first round, you can force up, you genuinely get the second round as well, but Westmont not buying, able to clutch up the second round, and now look at the economy. It is in their favor. We do see a bit of a scrappy buy coming out from Claw, the Bucky from Bane, so again, this could maybe set things in motion for Westmont here.
Yeah, I was kind of confused there for Altoona. They won the pistol round, but they decided to like maybe a little bit of an overconfidence because they didn't really invest into any specters or anything, and now they have to force it up. They need to save a round. They're going up against Vandal here, and Zelati with a martial shot can't find a kill, but it's gonna be Bane who opens up the round onto Redfish with a Bucky as well.
Yeah, down in that short side of A, the sewers, it's so easy to get those close combat kills. Bane now with the spike down as well, has control. We see Grandoff rotating around, has that long lurking flank, just clearing C, being cautious. But again, the team needs to buy some time, allow them to work their way around, and it could be a big play here for Jet.
Oh, this is gonna be a really tough round for Westmont because they already dropped possession of Spike, and Yoshi finds another kill onto Tony Zamboni. Oh my god, that Bucky! Snarf! Up close and personal! Westmont losing 3 members already and no possession of Spike as well. It's gonna be a really hard round. Bane with the spag. Oh, the Phantom! The spray does not connect as Randolph finds the kill. Max with 18 HP. But they still need to work their way into sewers to find and collect that Spike.
30 seconds left.
Hot sauce, it's gonna be a tall task.
Yeah, it's crazy. Bane even knew the one was coming from CT, had the ping, but Westmont still able to clutch up the kill. 22 seconds on the board, time taken away. They're gonna have to find some pressure here to get that spike, excuse me, as Snarp. Tuck there does have the Bucky traded out from Bane as they upgraded weapons here. And now rotating through the smoke, has the angle. Snarp with a spray, but Grandoff somehow pulls it off. They need the final kill and they get it. Grandoff for the 4K. Westmont securing the round. Not enough time to find the plant, but they take the team down.
That was a really close round for Westmont. They need to take better care of that Spike. It dropped into sewers, and then the rest of Westmont just rotated out. Like, we can see that Randolph was already at B side. They have to fight their way back to the last possible second. And thankfully, Randall is able to clutch that round, but what a close round that was.
Just a great job from Grandoff. I mean, the long lurking flank, they had to jump on him, able to find the kill. Knows time is running out, pressure's in, just a little bit of time left, able to find the 4-piece to clutch up the round for Westmont. Now with this buy coming out again from Altoona, we'll see if they can secure this up, but I'm liking the confidence from Westmont, especially after they struggled last week.
Yeah, I really want to see that. And look at this, Randolph already dashing in. What is this? But it's going to be Snarf who finds Randolph. And now Zelati's holding down the garage as well. Westmont, they want to go to C, but they can't. As Altoona, they just holds down the fort. And now is it Tony left alone as Snarf will finish him off with a quadra kill to tie it up 2-2.
Yeah, you know, I like those C pushes, but I do feel like when you're sending someone garage, you need at least 2 people heading into garage. Maybe even if you're just trying to find that trade or pushing off some utility there together. But the 4-1 split on C for me just tends to be unfavorable for that reason that we saw there.
Yeah, you definitely need a little bit of a teamwork there inside garage because there's so many angles you need to check. You need to be wary of like left side behind the door, or even someone peeking out the window, and the utility as well. So you definitely need someone to help you there. You can't solo it.
Yeah, and occasionally you have somebody tucked behind the box on the right side, looking into that box so that you don't see them on that pass. So again, just so many angles to clear. We'll see Redfish pressure into the garage. Yoshi able to find 2. Claw, meanwhile at mid, gets 2 more. 2Ks for 2. And now 1 remaining member Tilt tucked near spawn here. And look at the confidence from Altoona. They are pressuring her out. They wanted it. Bane with the auto. The judge will find 1 more. It's been all Buckies and judges for Bane thus far.
I know what he's doing. I know what he's doing. But man, 3-2. Altoona finally. They're showing some strides here. Not dropping a single member last round. It was a flawless as well. And now Claw already invested into that big gun, the operator. He's going to be posted up on A side. And man, Westmont Hilltop, they're going to meet a dangerous, dangerous Claw because he's just waiting.
Yeah, I mean, the work that he's already done with that Sheriff alone, the rifle in hand, the spray is coming through. Grandoff just up over that as Claw will find 1 already with that up. And I don't know about you, but I love sniping.
Man, it's going to be so impactful with that op. And look at that Randolph with the positional advantage. Managed to find 1. He needs to dash back. as he gets blinded. And the resurrection does come out onto Max here. So it is a 3 versus 3. But the spike, once again, is dropped at Sewers. The Trailblazer will find a little bit of information. And Bane will find another kill with that Judge. Shotguns all the way. Tony can't really stand up to the Vandal of Yoshi. Randolph left alone. Vandal in hand. He finds the first. 2 more to go. 1 minute on the clock. Plenty of time. He spot out Bane. But they're playing double up. They're playing the 2x2. Altoona. He saw the elbow. Randolph, he finds the third. 1 more kill is all he needs to clutch up this amazing round for his team. Dash already activated, using the smoke to cover his track.
30 seconds left.
But this will be so difficult. Because Bane is just waiting in a corner with a shotgun. How do you beat this? Randolph just checking every single angle, making sure that Bane is not hiding. 15 seconds left. He needs to go.
No.
And he's gonna walk in. Footsteps galore. And Bane, 1 pump to the side of Randolph, will win that round 4-2. Tuna.
Bane certainly having a lot of fun with the shotgun, but what a menace. Bane out here really just putting in the work, whether it's the Bucky or the Judge, has been an absolute menace and really just doing a great job of using these angles. More oftentimes than not, we see it in that sewer. So that's twice now that they've lost the spike down there to these shotguns. So they certainly have to have an idea that Bane is going to be posted up there. We see Bane has the Vandal, has plenty of money, so he's got the Vandal in backup and using the Judge here, just again having a field day with it thus far.
Yeah, he's so cheeky. He's covering every single situation here, and there you go once again, but this time it's gonna be Redfish who will take him down, showing him that a Judge is not all that much. And Zilati will find a trade though with that Hunter's Fury ultimate already invested early into this round.
Yeah, and a quick rotation as well coming out. I wouldn't mind seeing Westmont rotate after that initial pick on Bane, because we saw how quick Altoona CTC rotated over. We do see Jet, though, kind of working through Garage there, trying to maybe clear C. And with that, the rotation should come in. Claw's going to get caught off guard here as well. And now the 1-player advantage in the favor of Westmont. They should be able to take C. We can see Sky rotating around through that spawn. Brandoff in a phenomenal angle, and he pops the head, gets the bread. Now in a 4v2. Tony Zamboni will plant with ease, and Westmont and Hilltop looking like a much different team than we saw last week. The growth already phenomenal.
Yeah, I really like their call to the bait and switch. You know, made sound on A side, and the spike rotated all the way to C. An op shot miss. Randolph's just still holding, but finally Zilati will find a kill. And now Randolph peeks out. He finds Snarf's op down. Zilati left alone in a 1 versus 3. There's not much time left for him as well. He's already worked his way in though. He finds the third and the fourth onto Randolph. Now on a 1 versus 1. I don't think there's time. He hears the footstep with the Bucky. Once again, the shotguns.
The ace killer, my man, was on the hunt. Zlotty with a 4K, looking so deadly, nearly clutching up the round, but in the end, it's the lucky Bucky who comes in to save the day.
We've definitely seen a lot of shotguns in this first matchup today, Hot Sauce.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm really actually surprised. I mean, we see it out of Bane a lot, but now, even on the other side of things, really trying to give them some of the taste of their own medicine there. Bit of an awkward buy, though. We've got an Odin. We've got a couple Spectres, a Sheriff. So Greater Altoona, one of these teams that recently even beat the headstrong Penn Trafford. So it's kind of shocking to me to see these weird, awkward buys. It's going to work out here for Bane, but nonetheless. Oh, Brandoff through the garage. What a play with the alt. Claw will find the trade. Bane will get one more, but they weren't lying when they said, look out for Brandoff.
Oh, unfortunately, the Blade Storm runs out, and there you go. The Odin, the big gun, and Zilati will finish it up. You were questioning him. Why would you buy an Odin? And he just gave you the answer, because he will just spray you down.
I wasn't questioning him buying the Odin. I was questioning the fact that his teammates, we had 2 Spectres, we had a Sheriff, that it wasn't a full buy together. Just to put it on record.
Yeah, just to put it on record. But yeah, he's just showcasing us like he can use every weapon in a game. You know, he's not just a shotgun one trick. He's able to use the Odin as well.
I think he likes the weapons that upset people the most.
Yeah, I agree. That's the emotional damage weapon.
Yes. The get in your head weapons.
Exactly. And Claw, he spots so many players. He finds two with the spray transfer as well. Phenomenal work. But Randolph, though, does get the trade. An early man advantage here for Altuda. Off the hard work, but Randolph just stall point. Just dash in, finds the head of Snarf. It falls to a 3v3.
The crosshair placement of Randolph is just phenomenal. The way that he is able to dodge into garage or anywhere and quickly flick to the head and find these kills is just insane. Zloty, though, will extinguish that flame here. Tony Zamboni tucked in the corner, but you've got to look forward there. You cannot be looking out or your gun will stick out. That is the case. Zloty easily spotted, sprayed through the wall and dropped him. And now Nax is the only remaining member here tucked down in sewers.
Yeah, 1 versus 3 against a dangerous Zloty. He peeks out. The cage will give him a little bit of a safe haven, but the run in with the classic. 1 burst will take him down. Now 6-3 already, and man, Claw just showing us like the spray control, you know, the transfer, everything. He has it all.
Yeah, I mean, again, though, Westmont Hilltop, if you look at how they I think they literally didn't get a single round last week against Winber. It was 13-0 for them. So them to already come out and take 3 rounds against this Greater Altoona team is really good. Unfortunately for them, I feel like this is a little bit more of an attacking map. Genuinely, I feel like the attacking team does do better. So they're going to need to find some rounds if they want to apply some pressure to Greater Altoona in that second half. Unfortunately, Greater Altoona seems to kind of found their rhythm, right? They're kind of firing on all cylinders right now. And if you look over at Westmont, we've got 4 Spectres and a Stinger.
Yeah, they are definitely firing up as Claw once again trying to find that early pick. He already snuck out of B side into that corner. Westmont Hilltop, though, they're trying to contest for that B side. You can see using that Yoru clone and everything. Randolph, though, he does hear players, but Claw will find one, dashes forward as well, finds the back of Randolph as well. He won't let him escape, using that dash to find him. And now, the last member for Westmont, Tony Zamboni, walking close and up close and personal, but Claw will easily take him out to get Altoona the 7th round.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to be pressing up towards C like that as well, they have to be, you know, they have to have something in place for those flanks. We saw Bane walk all the way up A, all the way near their spawn, not spotting a single member. I mean, Jet sat in that cubby for the entirety of time until Bane made it to their spawn. Then Claw knows that they can push out mid as well with Bane in their spawn. So again, they really need to make sure that they're either sitting a member there to pressure and thwart off these flanks, or putting up a cipher trap or something to slow it down and giving them some intel.
The Odin spam at mid. They can't really find anyone because all of Westmont Hilltop members already walked out outside garage. The Blade Storm aren't gonna do much as Randolph just taps him, finds the head mid-air. And now it's a battle for the B side. As he finds one more Redfish, they'll get immediately blinded as Yoshi and Bane with the Odin spam. Just continually putting bullets through the wall. The Molly. He tries to go up, but he can't. But the trade is there.
I have retrieved the spike.
Nax finds the opportunity, created the 1v1. There's plenty of time. The cage go down. He is exposed though. Snarf waiting in that corner. The timing. Oh no, this could be dangerous.
Oh, no.
He's gonna stick the spike, and there you go. Snarf just creeps behind him. That was so unfortunate for him.
Yeah, it's such a dangerous plant, right? There's been so much action there. You know that final member is most likely on the B site. I liked how he walked in there, right? But he should have maybe continued on around the site, tried to clear a little bit more before finding that plant, because Killjoy Snarf just so close. They're able to walk around and find the kill with ease.
Yeah, he totally believed that, you know, Snarf was somewhere else, but in actual reality, he was just right there in the corner. And that was such unfortunate timing as well, because the moment he walked in, he just walked past Snarf. Snarf couldn't even see him, but he heard the spike being planted. That's why he knew that he was there.
8-3 as we near halftime here. We'll see if Westmont can clutch up the final round, or if Altoona will pad one more and look for that 9-3 curse. But right now, all this pressure mounting toward the A site. 4 in the sewers. Claw is already up mid. Now we'll find the back pedal. We see that is Sova here alone, but Slotty able to find the Juggernaut. Randolph picks up Redfish as well, and just one man holding it down at the moment.
Spike down A.
Oh no, not again. The Hunter, everything is just chasing him. The Seeker just giving away his position, and he gets shot through the wall with that operator. So 9-3 will be our scoreline for the first half. Altoona doing a phenomenal job on the defender side, and now they're on the attacker side. Arguably the easier side to play in Haven.
Yeah, I mean, I was really impressed with Westmont, especially in that second and third round. It really looked like they were going to be a force to be reckoned with as well, but it feels like once Altoona got into the rhythm and started playing their style, they really just settled in. Just, again, continue. So many members, right, with great spray transfers. We saw it from Claw with the crosshair placement, just with the cheeky angles and the judges from Bane. So really, Greater Altoona just playing very well together.
I do have to say, though, Zilati has been a major factor in why they won so many rounds, because he's the anchor. Time and time again, when they hit his site, he's able to get multi-frag, and Randall win! The shorty finds one kill, dashes out, able to reload as well. The tripwire is so good, but he can't find a kill, as Zilati will find one on to A-Long. He's still trying to push forward here. Aggressive playstyle, but long-range shorty, it's not gonna do much. You need to wait for them to come close, as Altoona work their way onto A-Long, onto side as well. The tripwire will be destroyed. Look at him, he's just watching the camera.
Planted.
Yeah, he just let him take onto the site, hoping the backup would come, but Yoshi able to find it with the Sheriff. Grandolph will back off, and again, in a tough position with that shorty, was able to find one. Nearly got Bane as well. You can see Bane has just a slither of health. Will try to grab the classic, but Yoshi was waiting. The 3K for Yoshi. Bane will wrap it up with a shorty, and now just a few rounds away from clutching it up is Greater Altoona CTC.
And Randolph, he did a really good job in the beginning, but then he got stuck at sewers. Like, he can't really contest long-range battles, so he was just trying to find a different pistol to play with, and finally picked up that the classic. But Yoshi was just waiting with the Sheriff.
And unfortunately for them, that economy not there, right? We see a little bit of scrap action going on with the Ghost, the Bucky, full armor with the Bucky nonetheless as well. And they're going to be going up against 4 rifles and a Bucky of their own. 2 already stationed on C, and it looks like they might have read this play here a little bit, though.
Oh, aggressive push though, Yoshi! The entry fragger for Greater Altoona just runs in, guns blazing. He finds the opening kill, and Bane again with the Bucky. My man, but this time it's gonna be Claw. He can't let him dash forward. The triple kill as well. Greater Altoona already on 11th round.
There is no S key for this Greater Altoona team.
Yeah, it's only W key on
WWW, because they are looking to get the W as well. One more to get at match point 2 to clutch it up. And again, now the economy a bit of shambles. We'll see a couple Vandals over there for Grandolph and them. One more Bucky as well. And we talked about how putting yourself in these economic troubles can cost you round after round.
Yes.
Well, I feel a little bit of desperation coming out from Westmont here as Greater Altoona looks to wrap it up.
Yeah, they're down so many rounds. It's desperation for sure. They have to scrap everything that they have and just try to buy and fight back here as Claw super aggressive, dashing up, and he finds one as well, but it's gonna be Yoshi that finds the kill as Snark with the support with the 2K, taking control of A side so fast for Altoona, and they're not done yet as they push forward as a platoon to find a kill on Tony. The Bucky in hand. Snarks runs in with the quadra kill to give Greater Altoona the map point.
Yeah, we've seen a couple different players with quadra kills today as well, and it just goes to show you how, you know, at any point, any member of this team can pop off. We see Zlotty, Snarf, and Claw all with 16 kills. Both Yoshi and Bane 13 and 12 as well, and you know, Bane does have 10 deaths playing with that shotguns a lot, but if you look at the other death columns, I mean, Snarf only 1, only 3 deaths for Yoshi as well, and it just goes to show you how well they're playing together. They're holding these angles, they're using utility to slow down the attacking team as well, allowing rotations to come in on point, and really just hitting their shots, right? We've seen so many headshots, great crosshair placement, phenomenal spray transfer as well.
Yeah, this is why they're the champion here. Uh-oh, it's okay, Spike. Planted, and Snarf finds the first blood onto Redfish, and he did not check the backside. Tony finds the kill onto Yoshi. And it's not over. Westmont, they're fighting back. 2 versus 2 now. Spike already planted and they need to defuse.
Yeah, we see working toward the mid here as well. Snarf and Bane already on that site. Not much health for Snarf, unfortunately, but Bane still has plenty as well. And I do apologize for the technical difficulties. We hope to get this sorted out for you. Greater Altoona will lose both of those members, though, and Westmont able to clutch up the kills. Should be able to get the defusal in time. We'll see.
I think
it
they
looks
do
like
have
they
time.
will hang on just a little bit longer here.
The tactical crouch revenge. Just gotta let them know, it's not over yet, guys, but we will see the 5 Odin buy on the side of Altoona here. They saw the tactical crouch and they are mad.
Yeah, I mean, it's 12-4, right? They have so many rounds to give as well, and I think they are mad. And at first tall tale sign of that would be not 1, not 2, not 3, but 5 Odins coming out, stacks on stacks, and they are looking to drop a bomb here in what could be the final round of this game.
Yeah, that's 500 bullets for the side of Greater Altoona as they make their way down C-side, and they find the kill already on Tony, and Zilani will find one more as well. The Odin spam. They're just raining bullets down on the side of Westmont, breaking the door like paper. There's nothing that Westmont can do that will stop the powerhouse of Greater Altoona. Only 2 members remaining. 1 member left for Westmont.
Oh, yeah, it's all down to X. Yoshi will wrap it up with a final kill. GG's, well played. Greater Altoona, I mean, honestly, Westmont had a good initial stand, but Greater Altoona CTC showing you what they do and how they do it best. Coming out 13-4, I think, was the final score, and just a great showing from, they said look out for Bane this match, right? It was the whole team, and we saw Zlati, Claw, and I can't remember the third member at the top there tied with kills, but just, hats off to both teams, but another great performance from Greater Altoona.
Yeah, no matter what the stats say, I do have to say, though, my personal MVP in that round was Zilati. Like I've mentioned, he was the anchor for that team on the defender's side time and time again. There are so many players just flooding onto his side, but does not matter how many players are coming in. He's always fighting that multi-frag, like the 1 kill, 2 kill, or even 3 kill at times, buying them so much time and so much opportunity to clutch up that round. So yeah, Zilati, definitely my MVP.
Well, certainly a great first game to start off week number 2. Unfortunately, Somerset would not be able to play today, so they are going to forfeit to Hollidaysburg. And I do believe we're going to take you over to Division 2 stream as they wrap up their game number 2. When we come back a little bit later, we will have Bishop Guilfoyle taking on Forest Hill. So don't go anywhere, guys. We got more action for you here coming up.
job. I think to see their a bit more. They look rotation clean. What it's going to be looks like open the pick again.
Okay. Lama. We're going to be very similar side. Shade is going to be starting us off on the defense, while Richland are going to be on the attacking side. So going into this one, I'm sure Richland, the boys from Richland were watching. So they know what kind of roster, Shade has going into this one. So we can expect them to more real on side to win the game.
I think that I think the need here. I think is strong. I think one or I mean you have even only one or two on each side. Players get the need in. One of those where I think that's the key for rotations. You got to move quick. You can't have any waiting time on your attack, or they will catch you out. We've seen before.
Absolutely, and I just want to Ross into this one because we know or what does against a team like
very, very true. It'll be interesting to see. And like I said, I want to see them on attack too. We only saw them a little bit on defense. See how the attack. Those first couple picks to, work off of, maybe have to work off of a 5v5.
So just about, I want to see more time coming from the sides here, just going all out with the aim. And it seems like look at redo six run neon over on the other side. It seems like everybody's gonna be pulling off the exact same run.
I like both comms in different ways.
Valorant is kicking things off, but first let's recap Week 1's games and highlights between Division 1 and Division 2. Division 1 kicking off first, though, between Westmont and Winber. We see Blaze here of Westmont trying to push in here, but Landon Randolph there is able to defend for Westmont, but that wasn't enough for Mr. Gary. Mr. Gary carrying the Ramblers to their first victory. 25 eliminations, 6 deaths, along with 2 assists and 5 first bloods. Winber went on to win 13-0, again led by here Mr. Gary, of the player of the game there between that matchup. Our second matchup was between Johnstown and Everett. Sacrifice, that's all you need to know. That's all you heard during this game. 23 eliminations, 8 deaths, 3 assists, 9 first bloods. He was running through the Everett Warriors here in their first matchup. Again, Division 1. Greater Johnstown went to win 13-0. Our third and final matchup for Division 1 featured a go-in between Penn Trafford and Greater Altoona CTC. M for the Warriors was going off 20 eliminations, 4 assists. As you're watching the highlights here, back and forth game. As she tried to keep them into the game, but Claw could not get the kill on M there. As you can see, she was out dueling, out pacing there for the Warriors, but Greater Altoona CTC was able to, again, stay into the game, not get routed even though they were down early. As you see Bane here running through the Warriors. Bane had 23 eliminations, 11 assists, and 2 defuses, along with Claw, 20 eliminations, 10 assists, 2 plants for leading Greater Altoona CTC Division 1 to that 1-0 now record on the season. But Penn Trafford, again, a very good team, and they held in there and led the team. QRTR with 19 eliminations as well, 3 defuses. Their only game amongst Division 2 was between Greater Altoona CTC and Gateway, and Chungo started things off with an ace. Chungo alone had a 38 elimination, 4 assist game. You can see here doing everything with a sniper, out dueling. He was the leader there for Greater Altoona CTC. Gateway had Mr. O and C, I believe here. 17 eliminations and 4 assists there for C and Mr. O. 10 eliminations, 4 assists. It was C Mr. O here right on cue, getting a couple kills here, leading Gateway back to it. So at least a couple round wins, but Greater Altoona CTC was too much to handle, led by Chungo, get 38 eliminations, 13-4. Greater Altoona CTC. That's your Division 1, Division 2 Week 1 recap. Here, I'm Seth. I'm out.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Tech High School Series Division 1 Valorant. We are in week 2 and a phenomenal game 1. Unfortunately, that second game was forfeited. We had some action from our sister channel there, but we're back with the Legend Mango, this time with two teams we haven't seen out on the battlefield yet. We've got Bishop Guilfoyle taking on Forest Hills.
Yeah, we haven't seen either one of this team played, so I don't know what their strategy is, or even maybe they're going to run some crazy 5 duelist comp. We don't know. So yeah, let's just take a look at the map selection here, the map pick, and you can see that it's going to be playing on Ascend. Hopefully this time it's the correct map selection. And yeah, they're going to be banning out Pearl. Unfortunate, because I would like to see Pearl. Pearl don't get a lot of love. A lot of people hate Pearl, but I personally like Pearl. But nevertheless, we're going to get Ascend, a classic map. Everybody knows, everybody loves Ascend, and I can't wait to see these two teams play.
Yeah, I'd like to see some I like Pearl as well. I know it's not a very favored map, and I'd like to see some split at some point throughout the season. I think Ascent is kind of one of those gentlemen handshake map. Like, okay, we'll agree to meet it out on Ascent. Everybody plays it quite a bit. We typically see either that KJ or that Sova on the B site. So again, I'm really excited to see the type of comps or agent selects that we see, and B, just see Bishop Guilfoyle for the first time, right? We had Forest Hills last season. We didn't have Bishop Guilfoyle, one of the new teams joining us here this season. So just certainly excited to see what they have to offer and, what kind of show they're going to give us.
Yeah, they're completely brand new. We don't even know what type of agent comp they're going to be playing. I want to see something quite unique. Most of the time people are just going to stick with the meta, what's best, but maybe sometime teams that are brand new, they like to experiment, they like to go crazy. We don't know. Maybe there's going to be a Neon.
Yeah, and Shade was one of those new schools as well. I think that's the game we just played on that sister channel as well. And they were a new school, but they came out, I think, nearly 13-0 there. It was a pretty dominating game over there. So again, some of these new schools might have a lot of hidden talent that we don't know about yet, which is what's so great about adding these new schools, right? We get more competition, more players, more excitement. So again, I'm just excited to see not only Bishop Guilfoyle out there, but Forest Hills return. They're a phenomenal school with a lot of great players and students. So certainly excited to see them back out on the field here today as well. And it's going to be Ascent. So.
Yeah, it's going to be really good. And Ascend, yeah, you're absolutely right. Ascend is such a gentleman's map. When you don't know anything about the other team, let's just stick with Ascend. It's such a classic map to play on. And though I do have to say that Ascend defender side is a lot easier to play because you're just waiting for the attack, right? Like on the attacker side, if you have a good and coordinated team with the right execute, yeah, you can do phenomenal. But I do have to say that the defender side, they would have a lot easier time playing on the defender side.
Yeah. And I don't know if you or any of these players have recently watched the VCT, but I learned a really cheeky new wallbang spot on this here from B-Tile into the
I know
site.
what you're saying.
And oh my Lord, I would love to see some of that today. As much as getting out on that field, like in any sport, whether it's esports or sports, practice. Watching footage of gameplay, watching professionals play will always make you better. So if somebody could peep that and pull out one of those here today, I guarantee you I'm gonna go nuts.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That clip is so infamous at this point. Like, I didn't even knew it existed until I saw it yesterday, right? Like, it was all the way from tiles into B site.
Yeah, and then the fact that this map's been out for that long, and it shows you that the game is always evolving. Players are always learning and looking for more. Over here on that defending side, though, for Bishop, we see that Sage, Sova, Brim, Viper, and Reyna. So that's a kind of a different comp that I'm used to for Ascent here.
Yeah, that is for sure. You don't really get to see a lot of Sage, especially on Ascend, or Sage for that matter, because she has definitely fallen out of the favorites. We've seen team do pick up Sage on certain maps such as Icebox. I think that's the only one, or maybe Split, right? That's the only two maps at the top of my head that I can think of.
I feel like she used to be good on Ascent. She would wall off a site, or a lot of times, especially with an Omen, they like to wall up in B and teleport through the window. But with that healing nerf, I mean, you're absolutely right. I feel like she's not as versatile as some of the other characters. But ironically, right, we have a Sage on both sides. I mean, really, the only big difference I can see off the top of my head here is this Raze versus this Viper.
Yeah, and here we go. Look at this attack setup, though, coming out of Bishop. There's 4-member already pushing out mid. There's just Bing chilling at mid. I'm not sure what they're doing. You can see that Silva is just waiting. He hears them, though, and I'm sure he will pass on that information to his buddy on that A side. There are 2 defenders holding that A side. There will be some contest here at window, and Zeta will find the first pick on the enemy. Reyna Eclipse will go down, and he will find another one. And the support is there. Strike will find the second, and Zeta will finish off the pistol round with 3 kills.
Yeah, beautiful triple by Zeta there. Great patience by Sova at mid, as well as everybody continued to push through mid from tiles toward Cat into A. And we really just saw him being patient with that classic tucked into the corner, waiting for extra intel. And I love to see patience from a team, especially on defense.
Yeah, they're just waiting out the push, you know? They're just, all right, bring him in, and then we'll just beat him there. Just like Zeta. She's just waiting patiently with that Ghost, and just easy pickings. And now with that fully equipped Vandal as well. And Bishop is going to make their way onto the A side, where that Vandal is waiting for them.
Yeah, I mean, we see Zeta up top once again, who has already shown that they can pop off here with that initial triple kill. The blast pack coming in from Raze, trying to find that entry. Tucked behind the Jin there is Brim. With that, they'll flip the switch. Trying to dip, but Strike will find the first one. Eclipse will get the trade, be able to upgrade to that Spectre as well. And with that, the plant should go down with ease. We see Zeta remaining calm, cool, and collected up top, allowing the teammate to rotate so they can look to find this retake together. Smart play here by Forest Hills.
Yeah, I really like this play. Not taking it too fast, waiting for reinforcement. We have a Sova drone as well, and it's going to be Aurora who finds the kill on to Shy, and now Zeta finally with that Vandal, but unfortunately with the cutoff, with the reload. But Eclipse can't really do much after the dismiss, and Aurora will finish him off as well. Picked up that Vandal, nothing lost for Forest Hill.
Got to be careful progressing a little too much, especially when you're in the middle of the reload. I think maybe thinking there were so many teammates on site there that was just kind of hoping there wasn't somebody in hell. Unfortunately, Zeta will be traded out, but 4-1 already for Zeta, putting in work as Forest Hills will go up 2-0 here in the early start of the game. We've seen teams and new teams struggle with the economy, but right now Bishop Guilfoyle, they should be able to buy here together. It looks like everybody should be able to come away with a rifle and a full buy.
Yeah, finally a team that actually save as a team and now buy as a team, unless Shy decide not to buy here. Could be a determining factor in whether or not they win this round. But here we go, round 2, the blast pack will go in, and the same setup from Forest Hill, and Zeta will find a kill, but Eclipse trades it right back onto Strikeforce. The A side will fall into the hands of Bishop.
Yeah, once more, and now with that Eclipse here on the site with wait for the rest of the crew to pop in. Zeta with a dirty 2-piece for the triple kill. Eclipse somehow manages to find the trade here up into heaven now. Aurora just on the other side, and it's Aurora who steps out and taps the head, trades back and forth. Neon and Aurora once more to close out the round.
Zeta got 2 there. I kind of wish we seen his POE, because not only did he get 1, he got 2 in a split second. But unfortunately, he did not have enough time to dismiss. But man, that was really good work from Zeta, already doing the damage and just letting his teammate picking up the scraps and securing that round for him.
Yeah, I mean, Zeta is looking extremely tough right now at 7-2 already. Aurora clutching up as well at 4-0. And now we see kind of these scrappy buys coming out, right? We've got a couple Stingers, a couple Spectres, and a Judge here on deck. Shy still has 5,500, no armor for them as well. So maybe a bit of miscommunication. Hopefully they can iron out these details, because Forest Hills is no easy feat here. Certainly a tough team full of very talented players. And now waiting for that wall to break, the push to come, just kind of lurking on the other side. Skip will throw that slow as well, but it looks like they're not really trying to go anywhere else. They're not trying to rotate from this. The paint shell comes over the top of the wall, allowing Skip to know they're still there. So really not making noise anywhere else either.
Well, there you go. The Sage, the wall utilized on that B side, buying them so much valuable time here. Not to mention that they have an op posted up on that B side as well. The wall will go down shortly, and this op needs to come up huge. The wall does go down, and the Viper's wall, but Skip will find the first kill already on to Mick, and now the second shot will land onto Neo as well. And they just falls one by one. Bishop, they can't even make their way through the Viper wall. Hot Sauce, they're just stuck there.
Yeah, you know, we don't see Viper on this map this much, but certainly utilizing it very well there. And in fact, the tough thing, right, is Bishop had Stingers, Inspectors, and a Judge. They've got to push out that blindly. Now they're facing an op. They're facing rifles. There's no short angles there as well, and it really just doesn't play out in their favor. Fortunately for them, they're still able to full buy here. Shy is stuck on that Judge, however, doesn't seem to want to get a rifle. That does worry me a little bit, especially on the attacking side. Brim is very good with the shotgun, especially on the defense. You can throw up the smokes, play in the smokes, try to see if they'll push through that, but not always the best for an attacking side, especially when you're down by 4 rounds.
Fantastic recon though, coming out of Forest Hill, giving them so much information, allowing them to know where they are. Zeta though, caught in no man's land, almost gets taken out, but luckily survive and only 36 HP. They do have a heal, but I think he's stuck. There's no way Eclipse is going to let him live here, but he needs to look out for Aurora as Aurora peeks with the perfect timing to pick up Eclipse as well. And Aurora finds the second, and now Zeta is on the hunt with that heal from the Sage. Already pushing out the drone. We'll spot him out, but Zeta knows that Derry is stuck in that position. He can't go anywhere as Zeta will take him out. The last remaining member of Bishop on that A site, tucked in the corner. Zeta runs in. The run and gun also finds the target. Everything's just working out for Forest Hill right now.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen Rays maybe stay a little bit more patient there, only because Zeta wasn't walking, right? We heard the pitter-patter of the footsteps, really just running everywhere. So maybe swinging a bit too early, but I don't think it really mattered. I mean, right now, Zeta is a juggernaut. Great plays at mid, stuck in the corner at 36 health, but allowing his teammates, communicating with his teammates, and allowing them to work together. I mean, Zeta was stuck in front of a firing squad there at one point, barely escaping with 36 health thanks to that blind.
And again, Bishop, they're not giving up this A hit just yet as Eclipse tries to entry, but Zeta all the way at mid finds his target, but will find the trade on to Zeta. Eclipse, Spectre, long range, not really effective. He needs to push back in. Oh, he walks back! And Strike Force just shoots him in the back there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate timing. Got to make sure you're checking all those angles. Daryl will find the trade onto Sovi here. The spray from Brim and running out with your knife out is never a good decision, or Spike rather. Strike Force chopping him down. Skip with the up from the heaven above, raining down the fiercest. Finds one more. Rays once more all alone. Aurora will pop the head, and 6-0. Forest Hills is coming out and putting on an absolute clinic at the moment.
And you shall receive.
Yeah, shots are clinical from Zeta though, and not just Zeta, Aurora and Skip on the op. We don't see a lot of Sage, not to mention a Sage opping.
Hey.
This is quite something else, huh?
Yeah, you know, all things are possible, I guess. But yeah, you typically don't see the Sage on there, but honestly, based on the comp that they have and the way they're playing, Sage kind of being in the background, using those hills, waiting for that res, it's really not a horrible idea, especially when they're posted up, holding down the site here with that Viper wall. I think they're using the utility here very well and just playing to their play style. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Zeta doing what Zeta does best, popping heads. Daryl will be able to find one with the Guardian, a weapon I certainly love, and now with the rest of the crew tapped and tucked away into tiles here, we see the jiggle, the spray once more. Zeta unable to find that one. A lot of damage done here to Sage. 4v3, they have the player advantage, and Zeta feeling pretty confident, gonna pressure out, looking into tiles. There are two tucked away over here. Monkey on the back pedal has his back to mid, and Zeta with a 4K, the overkill. And guess what, kids? He is on the hunt, or they rather on the hunt for that ace. But now Daryl has been spotted out, will find one. Can Zeta get it?
Yeah, only one more kill though, going up against a Guardian. One shot will take, and Zeta will find the ace eventually.
Oh my. The Penta, the Ace, the 5K, Zeta popping heads all day. 17-3. The Juggernaut, the raid boss, if you will. Bishop Guilfoyle needs to find an answer soon. And I mean, what do you do at this point? Do you try to realize where Zeta is playing and play away from them? Do you try to realize where they're playing and attack them and see if you can get that early pick? What can Bishop Guilfoyle do a little bit differently here, Mango?
I do think that if they know that Zeta loves playing mid, playing aggressive, right? Just put the numbers, and I think they're doing it right now with the flash as well, and that is exactly what I want to see from Bishop, using the numbers to their advantage, knowing where Zeta is every single round, but Skip, though, with the Grim Wall posted up so high, up above mid here, but unfortunately, that Viper wall, it is his own team, Viper's wall, blocking the vision, but Strikeforce holding down this A side. He finds the second kill as well. Swap to the Ghost. He needs to fall back, reload his gun, close the door though for safety.
Yeah, still has the ult on deck as well. And with that one player advantage, I mean, Sova doesn't have much health. They're flirting around that mid, trying to find what to do. They hear the blast back. Skip looks up, pumps the head of Mick Kutch. And just like that, as quickly as he went up, he went down. Now flirting around mid. Brim here once more. Aurora from Cat will find the pick. Sova trying to rotate around B. And this shows you the type of situational and game awareness of Skip, already there waiting to bring the pain.
Yeah, he's actually converting me to this Sage op here. It makes a lot of sense if you think about it, because Sage, when you have the resurrection, you need to play safe, right? And what better way to play safe than just sniping and opping all the way at the backside? They're not gonna get you.
I mean, using her wall as well, right? To get up over that back wall, being in an unconventional position that people don't normally check first, right? They're checking the most obvious angle. So hearing that blast puck up, an easy flick to the dome. Hats off, phenomenal job by Skip on the Sage wall. We'll see it once more here on the B side.
Yeah, the Grim Wall once again here, but it's going to be Aurora who pushed up super aggressively at the B side. And he will find so many more players if they're not looking, but Zeta at mid once again, his home, and Aurora will back him up with another kill on the race. And Bishop already down 3 members. Flashed up as well, Eclipse, Empress open, but Khan answers as Aurora finds the 4K to give Forest Hill the 9th round.
I mean, Zeta with an ace. Now Aurora with a 4K. I mean, this team is looking very strong this season already. Wow. That's all I can say right now is wow.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, everyone on that team is just playing phenomenal. Even the Sova phase, like he hasn't died. I mean, yeah, he died twice, but I mean, the info, especially that recon on that A side, gave them so much info. I really like his impact here, and Bishop, 5 men stacked on that B side, but that Sage wall is going to buy them just a little bit of time for the reinforcement.
Unfortunately for Bishop, almost none of these rifles have body armor as well. And again, it's one of those economic issues. You got to wonder, you don't want to... Oh no, from behind Zeta. He's thinking about the knife. He has good positioning. Not one, here's 2. Can he get the 3rd? And he does. Zeta with a triple kill. And he's absolutely popping off here today.
I mean, the positional awareness, like you mentioned, the game sense to push out of mid onto that B side, because he knows that his teammate, like, guys, there's so many players at B main. So what does Zeta do? Instead of just falling back and helping that B side, he proceeded to go forward and then flank them all the way, because they have no sentinel here, Haughtsauce. They need to put someone to watch the flank, and if they don't, exactly what just happened, Zeta was just hunting them from the back.
Yeah, I mean, combined with that Viper wall and that Sage on B, it really prevents that push through Garage. So if they're not in mid, it gives Zeta a great, it gives them the idea that they're not there, allowing him to push out and really get a lot of control. Meanwhile, Aurora already getting another headshot, taking control of mid once more. All these people tucked over here outside of B. Zeta, Aurora, now Zeta just trading kills back and forth. Raise the last one again, and Zeta with a triple kill.
Another flawless round here for Forest Hill, firing on all cylinders, 11-0. There's a message right now. It's not just a game, it's a message that they are here and they are ready to play.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, can we talk? I mean, it's hard to just say one player, right? We've got Skip 10-1, we've got Aurora 14-3, but Zeta right now 24 4-1 with an ace on deck as well. Just a one-person wrecking crew out here at the moment.
One-man wrecking ball. And there you go. Once again, Bishop, though, trying to go and contest this B side, and the Rays will find the first kill, but Zeta, again, finds the trade onto Shy. No more smokes here for Bishop. This will be an incredibly difficult hole because they have no smoke skips though. Up close and personal with that operator. He does no Eclipse. The quick scope miss, but it's gonna be Daryl who finds the head of Skip. Up, down, Aurora on the side, but no, he can't find a kill. And now it's all up to Strike Force. 1 versus 3. He finds the first. 2 more to go. Eclipse steps up and finds the first round for Bishop.
Yeah, you know, I mean, Bishop said no matter what, you're not gonna do us completely dirty, right? We're not going home with the donut. So Bishop coming out with a good answer, finding some good pressure, able to take control of the site this time, and really, you know, just I think that 5-man push kind of worked for them in most of those cases. Unfortunately, they were kind of getting stopped by that utility. Not likely that they come back in this game, but not impossible. It's certainly going to start with this pistol round. However, they need to win this pistol round if they want to try to trudge their way back into this game.
A great comeback always starts with a pistol round. And Bishop, they're on the defender side now. Arguably the easier side to play. But Zeta, though, especially the rest of Forest Hill, already 5-man stacked up on this A side, and they're looking mean. They're looking to push this side super fast. That recon, though, I'm not sure if that recon's on target, but Eclipse can't find the shot as Skip finds the head and get the first blood shy with the shorty. He's so close. He will find the kill onto the brim, but he can't escape as Zeta will shoot him before the wall close. Skip just walks back into Daryl. And now 2 versus 3. Bishop, 2 members remaining, and they have to fight Zeta as well. Oh, what a shot! A nasty... Oh! And another nasty shot to end that round with another quadra kill for Forest Hill.
What a nutty play. The crosshair placement. Zeta, somebody sign this kid.
I mean, the shots he's hitting is like 1 bullet is all he needs here. You can see the first kill, 1 bullet. Second kill, another bullet. That's all he needs.
It always feels so good with the ghost on that pistol round, too.
30 kills already for Zeta.
30 and 5. That's just nutty.
Just another. And now on match point, they're gonna try to run it down A side. Once again, the wiper wall will go down. Zeta with the first blood, using the dismiss to get away from that nade. Pursuing and pushing onto that A side.
Once more, Strike Force will find the plant with ease. Zeta already up top, has teammates to cover down below. Now just has to be a little weary of the wall. Clips on the flank, though. We'll find Aurora with the Spectre. Hitting some shots from a distance here. Trying to jiggle out, trying to get some intel. Big Beast with the spray through. Zeta once more, not 2, but 3 as he finds a triple yet again. Padding number and kill after kill. Zeta will get 1 more for the 4K. Can Zeta get another ace?
Oh no, but it's gonna be there's so much to end the game. GG, 13-1, Forest Hill. What a phenomenal performance. I mean,
Zeta. That's all people are gonna be saying for the next week until we return next Monday. What a phenomenal job by the whole Forest Hills crew. Obviously, Bishop Guilfoyle, getting their first taste of this, but again, just some minor things to work on, especially with that economy. I certainly think that there's a lot of room for growth, and I'm excited to watch this Bishop Guilfoyle team grow over time. But man, if you're another team in Division 1 and you haven't got a loss yet this season, this is the team you're looking out for. Forest Hills looks incredibly dangerous.
I mean, yeah, they look on par against like the good teams like, Greater Altoona, and especially, of course, Zeta. Like, what a phenomenal player. I don't know what he's on right now, but he's on something. Like, those shots are so clean. It's crazy to think that they're just like, high school students? And they're already playing like this. Imagine what 1 or 2 years of like grinding and practice will get him. Like, this is just incredible to see.
Well, and I do believe, Mengo, we have a few clips from these previous games we're going to take a quick look at and recap some of the action here today, as we've had a lot of phenomenal Valorant here in the Tech High School Series, both in Division 1 and Division 2. But we'll get a couple of these clips up here on set for you. This first one here is going to be Grandoff. We saw Claw getting that first one. Grandoff obviously won. And here's this three-piece. I remember this. Claw tapping the first one, has the Sheriff, 2 now below. What these phenomenal shots from Claw. Again, the pistol round can really set the pace, right? We saw Claw open up. We talked about Zloty for you as well, being that big playmaker there. But it's these pistol rounds like that can really get things going.
Oh, and here is a spray transfer from Claw, though. Look at that. Fantastic spray control. Just finding the second kill. Yeah, I do think that Claw
is a
like
clip machine.
Yeah, he's just clip farming, you know?
Yeah,
Every
Claw.
single round that we see, it's just him. It's just him going absolutely insane.
Yeah, and that's Greater Altoona CTC. We see Claw playing here. We talked, at the beginning they said look out for Bane, right? But again, we talked about Zloty being a great anchor there in that game. But Claw, so many triple kills, certainly a clip factory. Hats off to Greater Altoona for taking that game, that first game of the series here. Looks like we'll take a quick look at one more here, and. Who's this? A Hinax? Oh, yeah, this is when him and Jet's right above him here on the box as well. 18 health remaining, trying to find the clutch. There's Grandoff up above. And again, this is the one where the time runs out, I think. I think we're going to see Grandoff rotate all the way up long A here. And clutch this up with just moments left. And they know the spike's down. At this point, Snarf should have backed off to spawn and ran away, right? Because there's not really enough time for them to get the spike and plant. Instead, they both rotate toward that spike, making this much easier, kind of missing that spray from Snarf, right? And then Grandoff able to clutch that 4K. Just a few seconds left as well. Great job there by Grandoff.
Yeah, I mean, you got Claw, you got Grandoff, but still, my MVP is Zloty, man. You don't know how good it feels to have a teammate like Zloty, like to just be able to rely on him. Like, okay, you're on A side. You can guarantee me at least 2 to 3 kills. I'll be happy with it, no matter what happens. And that is the type of anchor, the type of teammate that just makes you feel so much more comfortable playing and making those crazy plays, especially like Claw. Like, he knows that, okay, I can rely on my teammate to just anchor side. So it gives me an opportunity to just make crazy plays after crazy plays. And even if it doesn't work out, you still have Zloty holding down the fort, holding down the side, making sure that you don't lose that round. And that is a phenomenal feeling to have.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself. And you know what? That's not all the exciting action we had today, though. We got a few more clips coming here for you. Forest Hills versus Bishop Guilfoyle, that game we just played here. So a couple more clips coming in. You'll see this first one that was Zeta up top in that pistol round from the glass window. 1, 2, and they just file in. And now Zeta feeling that confidence, pressuring forward. Quality shots throughout the entire game for Zeta.
Yeah, Zeta, another clip machine on the side of Forest Hill here. Skip, though, not too shabby with the operator on the stage as well. Unconventional, but it is very effective here. You can see that because of the utility from the Sage Wall and the Slow and the Viper Wall, they can't push in, and Zeta, the Predator from the back, just sprays them one by one, finding the kill, every single kill as well.
Yeah, and once more here at mid, finding that first one, we see just taking the time, has the intel, working off those blinds as well, and just trying to peek out, find them here in tiles. 31 health remaining. You see them, they let the recoil set as well. They don't get to, they don't get into that panic mode, if you will. And then again, just continuing to push out. We see a bit of a misplay from Shy Monkey here, running with their back toward mid, and a great job by Zeta to realize that, right? Killing Sage first, transfer over to Brim, and then on the hunt. Luckily, for Zeta, their teammate falls here, giving away the position of Daryl, and then Daryl able to come in, and then Zeta able to come in. The clip cuts a little short there, but Zeta actually comes in and finishes that ace off. Remind you, Forest Hills winning that one 13-1.
I mean, Aurora, he was on the hunt, he was not gonna let Zeta get another ace. He was looking for that kill, but just unfortunately he got picked off, and then Zeta came in and just finished the round with, I think he got 2 aces that round, right?
He did, yeah. 2 aces.
I think he got 2 aces.
One aces. Was it 2 aces? If not, he had a ton of 4Ks as well.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's hard to keep count when you're just racking up numbers like that.
Well, you're 30-something and 5, right?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, it certainly has been another wonderful day with you, Mango. Another phenomenal day of Division One Valorant here at the Tech High School Series. If you're not following, please follow. And also, we have that sister channel over there at Tech High School Group on Twitch as well, playing that Division 2 for you. So plenty of opportunities to catch games. Guys, we've got Rocket League tomorrow on Tuesday. We've got Overwatch on Wednesday as well. So we hope that you'll join us then as well. But until next time, guys, we hope everybody has a wonderful night, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.